Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to TekTopia. I hope you're all doing very well today. I myself am feeling pretty good, ready to build some more things in our ravine village over here, and one of which is actually going to be the merchant stall. I believe that is the only icon that we have left to place in this village, so that's the main thing we're going to be doing today. But before we start work on that, there's a couple other things I would like to look at first of all. One of which is to check up on my emerald situation. Hello and goodbye, Mr. Enderman. He's off. Doesn't like the rain, I don't think. But yeah, I keep my emeralds in this ender chest right here, and I have a grand total of 0. These are my guard posts, by the way. I will build these up again at some point. But yeah, I got 0 emeralds, and I would like to spend some today. So obviously, as we always do with these episodes, gonna have to do some trading as we make everything else. And what would I like to spend them on? Well, good question. Let me show you. So at the end here, we approach our barracks, as you can see, and we still have 5 empty beds for 5 more guards. And I think today, if I'm able to, I would maybe like to fill up on guards, because we still get a lot of angry visitors at nighttime especially, so maybe wouldn't hurt to double our amount of guards and up the defense of this village. So that's one thing I would like to buy today, and then maybe if I can just buy some other profession tokens. Like we have, I think, 8 other spots left in the village. We have a 6-person home over here that we built last episode that if we can fill out with various different professions, that would be good, as well as obviously buying the actual tokens. So yeah, lots of emerald spending today. Probably not quite as much as last week's episode, but it's still going to be up there in the high figures. Plus I haven't done any preparing beforehand, obviously, because 0 emeralds and that sort of stuff. So yeah, maybe it's a good thing we're building the merchant stall today. Look at that guard on patrol doing a marvellous job fending off all of the scary monsters from the village. I mean, they're not going to be down here, to be honest. You should probably go a bit higher up, but yeah, good job regardless. Stephanie, I think your name is. It's hard to read when they're walking around. But anyway, the location of the said merchant stall, which I think I actually mentioned at the end of last episode, is going to be over here in this little spot just beside my storage room, because I don't really know what else to put here. Oh, good morning everybody. Is it daytime now? You're all waking up. I don't really know what else to put over here, and the good thing about the merchant stall is, alongside the guard post tokens, is you don't actually have to have a doorway next to the token. You can kind of just put it down in an item frame and the merchant will just stand around nearby. So yeah, we can just build some sort of merchant stall over here and just stick down the token wherever, and he should just hang around that area, in theory at least. So I have no idea really what I'm going to do. Well, actually, that's a lie. I have a plan in my head, but it's not planned out in a test world. So we're going to be building this here on the fly. But yeah, like I said, got a cool idea. A few little fun things we could do with this build maybe. So let's jump into a time lapse and see if we can come up with something that looks pretty cool. I feel as though we haven't had a time-lapse chat like this in quite a number of episodes. Usually there's not enough room around the build to actually make a replay mod time-lapse that works for a chat like this, so usually I just put music over it or just make a cut entirely. But yeah, here we are, talking whilst we're building. Fun stuff. I thought while this goes on in the background, I would maybe just tell you guys something in regards to the village name. So you remember a couple of episodes ago, we named this village the Undergrowth, which I still really love and we're keeping. Don't worry, we're not changing it because I know a lot of you guys liked it too. But I did ask you guys in that episode if there was maybe some sort of dwarven translation into that, because this is meant to be dwarven inspired. It would be nice to have a dwarven counterpart to call it as well. Somewhat of an official name, I guess, or unofficial name, whichever way we want to look at it. But I actually had a comment from one of my wonderful subscribers, Sean, who suggested, let me see if I can pronounce this right, Danachgundu. Now, I probably said that not the best, but I'll put it up on the screen so you can read it, of course, and how it's actually spelt out. But yeah, I thought that sounded awesome. Now, it doesn't necessarily translate directly into the undergrowth. It actually translates into the green delvings, which I also really like for a name. But we already have the undergrowth, so we're just going to pretend that Danachgundu means the undergrowth. So yeah, this place now has 2 names. I really like that. So thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. So here it is, the merchant stall. There may be a couple of things I'll have to explain, that in particular, although I'm kind of hoping you may be able to figure it out for yourself. I suppose let's start with this. So This right here is meant to be some sort of lift mechanism, some elevator to take the merchant up to the ground level, so, you know, he doesn't have to cart all of these items up the staircase by himself, because, you know, I always forget, the merchant doesn't actually bring any items with him, he only takes them home, in theory at least, he doesn't actually do any of that, but he just gives me emeralds and then takes my junk home with him. So yeah, I was gonna put some like items on display, but then I thought that wouldn't really make any sense, so he's just got his general storage over here, which we will have to take home every time. Again, in theory, using our imagination a little bit here, but that's going to be a pain if he has to take the staircase. So we've got this lift mechanism, like I said, so he'd stand on here with all of his items, and then the strongest villager would come and pull this lever up and down, connected to some sort of cog mechanism in the wall that will take him all the way up to the surface, and probably have to take several trips. It's not a big space this is to stand in, but unfortunately I couldn't actually take it up to the ceiling, just because if I break this block here, you can see the walkway is right there and there's other buildings above, so yeah, it's kind of like a fake elevator. Not that I could get it to work anyway, but yeah, I think it looks cool. That's the main thing. So we've got that, we've got his storage, obviously just a nice little seal off point connecting to the roof. I quite like how that looks, the curve to it. I'm assuming he'll probably just jump straight over, to be honest, but he's got his fence gate around here if he wants to use that. And then the final thing, apart from all of these things, just kind of making the front, I guess, tables here not look as bland. I've just put some stuff on there. Are you stuck? No, you're good. And then he's got his chair to sit on. Not that he actually will, but I just like that it's there anyway. And of course the village banner. So that right there is the merchant stool. I now need to find where the merchant is so that I'm able to buy a token so I don't have to find where the merchant is in future. Nice and confusing. Aha! A wild merchant spotted in the ravine. What have you got for me today, good sir? Don't have any of that. Probably don't have a diamond sword. Carrots, 3 emeralds, may do a little bit of trade in there. Diamond axe, definitely don't have any of them. Eggs, probably not just yet. Lapis, that's not full price. Leather helmet, nope. Jungle logs. Okay, that's not the best. Might have to wait a couple of days before I can actually buy the token. Ah, yes, this is my favorite song of the bard, the one that has 0 sound. Not sure what's going on here. I guess the bard just doesn't feel like actually playing today, only dancing at the moment. But yeah, I'm having deja vu a little bit, guys, so I apologize if I've done a very similar clip to this recently. But as you can see, people are using it a little bit more. The bard finally has somebody to play for. They're cheering, they're loving things. There are usually more than 3 people in here though, however. Oh, there we go. He sorted himself out. But yeah, now they're bored of you, Dirk, unfortunately, so I guess I'll just stay and listen. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll go deal with this necromancer. You wait there, Dirk. Carry on playing me in. Out, in, out. Shake it all about. I thought I pressed the record button for killing the necromancer here, but obviously not. Thankfully we have the replay mod to get time lapses like this, but yeah, it was fun. It was actually really quite a good challenge. I nearly died on multiple occasions. You may be able to see somewhere in this time lapse. A baby zombie started running at me and I got down to like 2 hearts. It was scary. It was actually really tough. Probably my hardest necromancer fight yet. Maybe because I had my elytra on instead of my chest plate, and I also didn't have my guards helping me out, which usually it's the other way around. They usually need my help, but for once I actually could have done with their help here, but we did it in the end, just about, and also left a couple of creeper holes. We got a whopping 12 emeralds from that necromancer fight, so we need to get 36 in total for the merchant stall over here. So yeah, I gotta do a bit more trading tomorrow when the sun does rise, which looks to be soon. Are you okay, Farana Fletcher, my teacher? You seem to be a bit stuck on that fence gate. I may get rid of that because that is a problem, and we will go and replace it with a upside down spruce stair. Take a look at Sean's inventory here. If I can click on him, hold still. He's got so many items. He's making something important. What are you cooking up here, Sean? Let me see what you're doing. Making some potatoes out the oven, I guess. Oh, I'm having a bit of trouble. But my point is, because he's got such a full inventory, he looks like he could use a helping hand. So I think today we should definitely try and get at least one more chef, because we can actually fit 4 up here. Each chef needs their own crafting bench. As you can see, we have 4. So we could technically get 4, but that might be a little bit overkill. This isn't going to be like a huge village, so we don't need mass amounts of every single village profession. But yeah, maybe another one would help. Give him an extra set of hands around this place. Rancher 1, I hope you're coming to do some work. By the looks of it, you are, because you have some wheat in your hand. But I've just checked on the animal pens here for the first time since last episode. And yeah, as you can see, I mean, you're doing a good job now. I guess you're feeding them instead of breeding them? Or is that the same thing? I'm not sure. But we don't actually have that many more animals. We got the same amount of pigs. We got a cow still, a single one. 2 chickens, which is what we have. And we have an extra sheep. So yeah, in the length of... Are you going to share now? Did you breed a pig up there? No, you just fed them. Very strange. So maybe we need another rancher as well as a chef? Oh, we need so many professions. Oh, you leveled up. Way to go, Amy. Way to go. Once again, it is now nighttime in our world here. The days always seem to go by so quickly in TekTopia, so I still need to get a lot of emeralds from our merchant before we can even think about buying anything, so I guess whilst I wait for him to come into town, we can maybe build something. So yeah, while I do that, I would like to construct over here. It's not going to be a huge thing. Hello, guard. A little bit of an armory just next to our barracks over here. Obviously, it's not going to serve any function whatsoever. It's just going to be a purely cosmetic build, but yeah, I thought that would make sense because obviously we got our training room over here and the barracks, the sleeping area itself. We don't really have anywhere where they would get their armor or go to gear up. So I'm thinking maybe, yeah, just opposite here. I don't think there's anything back here. I guess I'll find out in a second if there is. By the looks of it, not. We'll construct some sort of armory. Now, no time lapse for this one. Obviously, very close quarters. Plus, I have no idea what I'm doing. Once again, we're winging it for the second time this episode. So, it's been many hours since that last clip. I was planning to bring you back in for some progress updates on our armory build, but my neighbors had some drilling work outside and it was very loud on the microphone. So I thought I'd go ahead and just wait until that passed, which it has now. It's nice and quiet again. But yeah, I've done 2 things. One, finish the armory, which I will show you in a second. But what I'm actually going to do is head down to our storage room and locate our ender chest and show you the emeralds we have, because yeah, that's what I've mainly been doing. I've just been waiting around for the merchant all the live long day for some emeralds. So yeah, I've managed to get everything, I think, pretty much that I want to buy today. So let me just go through that with you here. We got the 36 emeralds here for the merchant stall outside and the 6-person home. And then the rest of these are actually the 6 villagers we're going to put inside of that home. So we have an enchanter. We don't actually have one of them yet. We have another chef, 2 clerics. We don't have any clerics just yet, so I thought they would be helpful for fighting mobs and just blessing all of the villagers. And then we have 2 miners here, and I think we're gonna get the 5 guards next episode. I don't really have time to go through like 2 lots of children growing up, so yeah, we're just gonna have to stop at these. But I'm also gonna put a hold on this for a second, because I would actually like to, before I do the emerald spending and show you the armory, head over to Asteria. So this, everybody, is Asteria, our giant desert city, which was the last village that we built in this series. And yeah, I love this place, and I think you guys do too. Now, I'm not actually going to take you around and show you all, because I have decided for episode 50, we are going to do a world tour. So we'll check out all 3 villages we have in this world for episode 50. I'm actually here super quickly to head inside our storage room and take some iron. Now, I don't know where it is, but I know there is a chest full of iron. Now, I don't actually have much of this stuff because I use it all for my beacon, and I need to have some armor in my armory. So I'm just going to take a few stacks here. Not too many, just enough to craft, I think, 8 pieces of full pieces of iron armor. So yeah, 4 stacks should be enough. Armor has all been put into the armory, so now I'm finally ready to show you it. So let's head inside and behold the armory. So yeah, this is what we've got going on in here. It's nothing super duper awesomeness, amazing sauce, but I think it's a nice little room. And obviously out the front we don't have any tokens like that because, well, there is not an armory token. It's, as I said, purely cosmetic. It's just to look at. So yeah, we've got 8 suits of armor in here for all of our guards where they're meant to go up to gear up for a battle or take it off before they sleep, I guess. And then we got a carpet in the middle, mainly so I can hide some lighting. And just some paintings to try and make the wall look a bit more interesting. Not sure if these really fit with the room, apart from my sword one there, but that's okay. It looks nice, that's the main thing. Whether or not it makes sense, that doesn't always matter. But yeah, armory build complete. Hello architect, hello tradesman, you've just entered one another's bodies as you usually do, hello. So yeah, I would like to purchase some things from these guys, and I've just thought I don't actually have enough for everything I want to buy at the moment. I want to get 2 more mineshaft tokens, so I need 8 more emeralds. I already have 2 in my ender chest left behind, so yeah, I'm just going to worry about that off camera. You guys have seen the mineshafts before, but let's purchase. Now, where is it? We want the 6-person home. So there is that one there. Hopefully the prices haven't changed. And then we can get our merchant store, go and place that down right away. So I can trade for those 8 more emeralds. And then everything else is required from you, good sir. So there is our chef token. And then if we go along, oh, there's our miners. So we can get both of them. Boop, boop. Awesome. And then what did I just skip past then? We will get a captain, by the way. I always forget this, but I will try and remember next episode when we do get those extra guards. Oh, there's our cleric, so we can buy 2 of those. Thank you very much. And the final one is, there we go, enchanter. Awesome. Now we have to go spawn in some children. I don't think I actually showed you guys where I was planning on putting our merchant store token. You can see I've hid a item frame just around there behind the note block, and because this chest isn't a full block, in theory it shouldn't pop off, and it's not, as you can see. So I'm hoping I can put it in there and that will work. I really don't see why it's not. I just didn't want a great big shiny thing ruining the look of this merchant store, and if I placed it too close over here, he may stand on the outside. Did you just come down the elevator shaft? Probably came from there, actually. So yeah, there's our merchant store, and then our 6-person home is just up on this ways a bit. Here we go. Oh, somebody's killing a zombie. You got it, Cassandra. You got it. You got it right. I think she's got it. Maybe I'll go help. Just in case. You good? No, wait, you're good. She's good. All's good in the village. Let's wipe the sweat away. Okay, and then we can have our 6-person home down there. There we go. Awesome. Ready to... Oh, hang on. She needs more help. Give me a second, guys. Where's the danger, everybody? Are we all good? Still all good? Cassandra, maybe just step away a bit. Just, yeah, go back there. Okay. Whew. Villagers, right? Anyway, what was I doing in here? Spawning in some children. So yeah, we got all these 6 yellow beds. I've got my hearts ready here. Let's just clear the hotbar a little bit. There we go. So not going to bother looking too much into this, but 2 girls so far. We got a boy, another girl, another boy, and then another girl. So awesome. You 6 villagers will eventually grow up and become one of these 4 professions. Man, this village is actually starting to get quite populated. Look how many villagers we have walking around down here. And as you can tell, obviously, we have all of our nitwits now. They've all grown up from children. They have reached adulthood. So I'm going to go around checking their stats, see who is the best suited for the enchanter and the 2 clerics, and possibly the chefs, and the 2 stupid ones looking at you. Just kidding. What's your stats like? Nah, not too bad, Shadowmast. They can be the miners. So yeah, I'm just going to go around, seeing what stats they got, and give them their tokens. Okay, so Brianna over here, Brianna Man, has 32 intelligence, so that is the highest from what I've seen so far. Nobody get in the way whilst I make her the village enchantress. So there we go, that's awesome. And what are you looking like? You are 27. That's actually pretty good. You can become one of the clerics if you will do me a favor of holding still. It's pretty simple, but... Yep, there you go. So she... Oh, they're all flooding to me now. What are you like? 23. Okay, got a bit of searching to do. Chef. Cleric. Miner. And if you can hold still for me, please. Miner. There we go. They're all done. I have also placed down 2 more mineshaft tokens along here, as you can see. And yes, I know that one is inactive. Next episode, we'll have to get some druids. But that, everybody, is going to do it for today's episode, and I feel like we haven't really done that much today, building-wise. I think it's just because I've spent most of my time in this episode waiting around for emeralds. Hopefully that won't be much of a problem for that much longer. We have got a lot of new villagers today, so fingers crossed that will help out. But yeah, I apologize for that. Next episode, I've got some pretty big plans for a rather large project, which I'm very much looking forward to, and I think you guys will enjoy that as well. So yeah, hope you're looking forward to that. But thank you guys ever so much for watching this one. I really hope you did enjoy nonetheless, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.